Hi guys, welcome back to our channel.
Hey y'all.
If you're new here, I'm Cheryl.
And I'm Aaron.
And we're Avery Street Design Studio.
Yep.
So today we're going to do another outdoor project. I've really been needing this for my front porch.
Yeah.
You want to let them know what we're doing?
Yeah, we are doing a recreation of a Williams-Sonoma bench. I forget the name of it.
The
fancy, whatever it is. There you go.
Laronka
super fancy
outdoor bench. Yes, it is $1,395, $1,395.
Wouldn't pay that at all ever.
Theirs is made out of teak, of course, but ours will be made out of 2x4s. And once it's stained, you'll never know the difference.
And it won't cost $1,300.
No, we'll use the outdoor Thompson's stain water protector.
Desert Tan, I think.
Yeah. So it'll look the same and a fraction of the cost.
Yep, it cost me, I bought the wood for it this morning, $38 in wood.
And we may have bought too many 2x4s, we don't know yet. So we'll give you the final total of 2x4s at the end because he always buys too many.
Got to.
Better to have more, too much than not enough.
Right. So it's a super easy thing. You could build this to take apart and ship.
Absolutely.
I'm not going to show you that, but I'll kind of explain as we go.
Yeah.
It's another thing you could add to your store.
And then we'll come up with a fair price for ours. Of course, it will not be $1,300
Yeah,
or
so
$1,400.
feel free to not criticize what we're saying for the price.
But we will price it according to what we feel comfortable selling it for.
Yeah.
And then, of course, you guys price it how you want. You
Sure
know?
deal.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So let's get started.
Yep. Comment of the week. So we're starting a new segment on our channel. It's going to be comment of the week. This one is a very important one, so we're starting with it first. This is from K Diamond 3623, and he writes, I recently viewed several of your videos. Your teaching method is good. Thank you. However, I must respectfully ask why you never wear eye protection. I'll spare any lectures as I'm sure you don't need them, but as a teacher I believe you should be teaching the importance of safety and operating this equipment. Thank you. K Diamond, I couldn't agree more. And as I responded, I don't wear my glasses nearly enough, and as somebody who is obviously teaching people how to woodwork now, I need to be more responsible, start wearing my safety equipment. So thank you for bringing that to my attention, and duly noted. So there you go. So we're going to start cutting up our parts for the bench. We got 4 at 42 inches, 5 at 36 inches, 10 at 16, and 8 at 13. So we're going to get going on that.
You'll have the measurements in the descriptions because that was kind of fast to write down.
Yeah, I'll put them on the screen. Okay, we've got all of our pieces cut, all 4 sizes, and we are going to, here at the table saw, we're going to knock both of these rounded edges off all, so it's a very square, blocky, fitting together piece. So we got a lot of cutting to do, so let's get going on that. Okay, we're going to start putting the bench together. We're going to build it flat on the table coming up towards the ceiling. We're starting with a 16-inch piece on each end and one of the 36-inch pieces between those two. And we're going to glue and nail. We've got our outdoor glue because that's what you use. And we're going to start. If you want to do this without nails, or if you wanted to use screws, either one is great. Without nails, you would do a lot of clamping. We don't have that kind of time, so we're doing nails. But Either way.
To ship, you would do it with screws.
Right. We'll discuss that at the end, how you would do it to ship. And then we'd take one of the 42-inch pieces, we're going to lay it on top of this group, and we're going to take our square and make sure the legs start square. We've got the big massive, what are those, 12 gauge, I think. Somebody asked me what gauge they were, I can't remember. It's not a shotgun, but they're beefy. So, starting everything square. Then we're going to take some of the 13-inch pieces, and we are going to glue here and glue here. And you want to put your best face out that you'll be seeing all the time. I'll make sure everything's lined up there. Want to make sure everything is flush and square on your first couple rows, because that will dictate how the rest of the bench turns out. Alright, third level, going back with the long ones, the 16 inches. And we'll just continue like that, alternating long and short ones. All right.
Pretty easy. Guess what time it is?
Hey now.
Submission time.
Yep. Super exciting,
Yes.
y'all. There were 4 of you guys again this week. 4.
Awesome.
Yep. You have a returning champion, Mark Fogle, with
Thank you,
the
Mark.
yellow wheelbarrow. Looked really good, man.
Yes.
Some new people, Chuck and Lynn Hice.
Thank you, Chuck and Lynn.
Thank you, guys. They did the little house-shaped planters. They
Yes.
look fantastic.
They're so cute.
Third, and thank you for spelling out your name for me, was Tyler Henize. I would have
you,
screwed
Tyler.
that totally up, man, so thank you.
Yes.
He did the little whimsical birdhouse
That
and he
was
painted it blue.
awesome.
That one looks really good.
Yes.
And last but not least is Ken Skinner, and he did the patio table.
It looks great,
That was
Ken.
quick.
Thank you.
Yeah, quick turnaround time on that one. You guys did a great job. We
Yes.
appreciate you participating. As usual, there's the address. You guys know what to do.
And put viewer submission in the subject line.
That's right. We got it. Yeah, if you want to show your stuff, send us your stuff, and we'd be happy
Yes.
to show it.
Thank you.
All right, I've ground the top down and the sides down with the belt sander to make them flat. Just gonna do a little more sanding with the random orbital, and then we'll be ready to finish it. Okay, last step. We are going to seal it with the Thompson's water seal. Color is Desert Tan. It's semi-transparent. No, this is solid wood, so very little of the grain will be showing through. This is what we chose. This is what we're also doing the chairs and the table with, so it'll all match. And this is just water-based stuff. You don't have to have a bunch of chemicals to clean up with.
What kind of brush did you get?
I bought a cheap Valspar brush that was $8. I don't want my expensive brushes getting all nasty. And just slop her on there. This is probably the least, well, this is the most foolproof thing you can do is exterior staining. It's hard to mess this up.
It's kind of a camel color, you know, like the furniture that's that color.
Mm-hmm.
The kind of color I want.
Mm-hmm. And this is the kind of thing that will be good for several years, but you will have to go back and restain it eventually. This won't be out in the direct weather, so it'll probably last years and years. If you wanted extra protection, you could stain it a couple times. I don't think it needs more than one. If you want it to be a more solid color and not have any of the wood show through, you could do it again. Yeah. Also, I mean, this is originally it's made of teak, and teak has, you know, similar color, but it has grain showing through. So if you're trying to recreate the teak look, you'd want that. Alright, let's let her dry.
All right, guys, here is the finished bench.
There it is.
I love it. It turned out great.
Yep.
The color is a little more orange than I thought. It said it was desert tan.
Yeah.
It's not really very tan, but
That's what they gave us.
I really like it anyways.
Mm-hmm.
So it's very sturdy. It can hold Aaron and I both and probably another person or I don't know.
2 more people.
2 more
You're not going to
people.
break this thing.
No.
Needless to say.
Yeah, it'll be great on our patio, and it's protected from the weather. So
here, if you don't believe me about how much they're charging for this thing, here is the proof.
Yep.
$1,300.
Of course, it's teak.
Teak, yeah. Well,
Yeah.
even if it, marble, I wouldn't pay $1,300 for it.
No.
This one, if you were to build it, first of all, if you were to build it, I would take it apart, and the way I would do that is build the legs separate, and then I would put some pocket holes up underneath so where they're hidden from view and you can't see them. It'd be just as sturdy as the way I did it.
So it'd be the top, and then the people would just fit those pieces together.
Yeah, they
like
would just
it would have
finger joint together. Your seams might not be as tight. They might be. It just, depends on how well your joinery is when you build it. But take the top and the legs separate, and I would lay each leg. They will both fit on this surface. Wrap them up, put them in a box.
and ship them.
$40 maybe to ship it. I would say
Maybe 60 at the most.
Yeah.
I don't know if the weight would affect it. 'cause
Not
it's
at all.
heavy.
This doesn't weigh 150 pounds. This probably weighs 55, 60 pounds.
So under 150, it's based on measurements.
Yep,
Okay.
on the girth of the box.
Yep.
Girth. Forgot my. Oh yeah. If I were to sell this, I would charge about $350, $400,
Yep.
including shipping. We ended up using 7 2x4s, and 2 of those were because I made the wrong cut. So 5 2x4s. That was about 17 with tag $18 in material.
Yeah.
We already had the glue. Glue's $9, one of those. Type on. And then we're using the stain for the other stuff, so
Yeah.
I used that much out of a gallon.
How much was that gallon of stain? Do you remember?
31.
31. So
Yeah. So
we barely used any on this.
we have $25 in it.
Yeah.
At most.
So the rest is shipping and profit. So
Yep.
the shipping and the boxes won't be very much.
Right.
So you're probably looking at about a $200 profit
Yeah.
or more,
more.
depending on how much you price it for.
And I know some people will say, "Oh, you're not going to get $400 for this." I bet you could.
Yeah.
I bet somebody would buy it.
Absolutely.
So think about making this one.
We also have to remember the people that don't do any kind of woodworking at all. Some people don't even know how to use a screwdriver.
Right.
So for them, they'll pay it.
Yep.
It's hard to wrap your mind around not being able to do anything like that, because I know all you guys know how, but
Yep.
there are a lot of people that just don't. They've never done any of it. So
And I would bet my bottom dollar that somebody has got on Williams-Sonoma and saw this bench and don't want to pay $1,300 for it, so they go straight to Etsy.
yes, absolutely.
That's where your market is.
Yes.
High dollar items for a fraction of the price. Nobody cares if it's made out of teak.
No.
There you go.
Yeah.
So
They just
food
want
for
a
thought.
sturdy, pretty bench.
It is pretty, and it
Yeah.
turned out really good.
And
so.
like we said, you could turn this into a coffee table, console table, entryway table,
Yep.
a bench at the end of your bed for you could put it in the entryway, also short,
Yeah.
and for shoes, because
Yep.
some people don't wear their shoes in their house. And all the possibilities are limitless on
That's
this
right.
one. So
Put a second shelf on, and there's your shoe bench.
yeah,
Yeah. So keep it in mind.
yes,
I would advise heavily on selling this one because there's nothing to it.
If you're new here, thank you so much for viewing our video. And if you wouldn't mind, take a moment and subscribe to our channel.
Please.
Like the video, share, and it really helps if you guys comment
It
too.
does.
That helps the videos get in the algorithm, all that stuff I know nothing about, but
Keep in mind,
helps.
new segment we're doing, comment of the week. So
Yes.
wow us with your comments.
Yes.
You may be the
you
one.
may be the one.
Yep. So we appreciate you guys watching.
We'll see you on Wednesday.
We will.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Bye-bye.
Bye.